today, just two things I want to talk about today. So, one is how sugar crazy my weekend was and what I'm giving up for Lent. So, first, start with weekend. So, I went sugar crazy. Not as bad as it was in the past, but just sugar crazy. Just so much sugar, 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 sugar. So, how it started, because I was thinking, like, when did it start? Because sometimes, I don't know what it is, I've been realizing lately that I will eat something and then I'll forget about it. And my mom even said that's not really good that you eat things and you just forget that you ate them. But it's how it was. So I was thinking, and it all happened on Friday. So Friday, it was an okay day. I actually was. I wasn't really eating that day. I didn't really feel like eating anything. So I had went to my grandparents' house, and then on the way back home, I stopped at Target to get some batteries. And then in the Target around my house, there's a Starbucks. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll get some Starbucks. And because I have this gift card my mom gave me, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get some Starbucks. So I go on to Starbucks, and I'm like, what should I get? And so I get a kid-sized hot chocolate. So that's 8 ounces, which really should be a normal size. But whatever. So I get it and I drink it. I'm like, okay. So I go home, and I think that night I was editing videos and putting them on YouTube or whatever. And then so I'm like, oh, I'm just going to go to the gym. So by that point in the day, I really had anything. I was like under 1,000 calories. So, you know, that's really not good. But I wasn't really that hungry. I didn't feel hungry. And I wasn't really eating anything bad. So that's, if I was eating bad things and I eating the same amount, it would have been more calories. But, you know. So I go to the gym. Before I go to the gym, I stop by grocery outlet and I get, some things that I'm going to use, for juicing. And I go to the gym for about 45 minutes because the gym's closing. I procrastinate. And so away from gym, I'm like, okay. And the same parking lot of the gym is, Starbucks again. So I'm like, well, I have more calories now. And I'm not even, like, at my calorie goal. I'm not even at, like, a reasonable calorie goal. I'm not even at 12,000 calories. 1,200. That's a lot of calories. 1,200 calories for a day. And so I'm like, okay, I'll go to Starbucks again. And so I'm at the Starbucks drive-thru. It's the best thing ever. And so I'm like, okay, I'll just get another hot chocolate, whatever. So I got another kid-size hot chocolate. Oh, no whipped cream. Yay. So, okay, then what happened? Oh, I come home and I don't think I ate anything. I didn't eat anything when I came home. And so it means I'm still under my calorie goal. And so I'm like, okay, so I text my mom. I'm like, Mom, can you go to Burger King when you come back home? And so I told her to bring me a Whopper Jr. and a small onion ring and an ice cream cone. When I tell you that first little kid hot chocolate, it was the bullet that killed me. I swear on everything. So I ate the Burger King and it was in my calorie goal for the day. And so that was okay. And then so I wake up on Saturday morning and I'm trying to remember exactly what I did those days. Because I remember, I don't, yeah. So Saturday comes, I do okay during the day. And then at night, I just really, really wanted some sugar. No, okay, I remember what happened. So Friday, back on track. So Saturday, Sunday, okay, Saturday, I believe I had chips and Hostess cupcakes. No, okay, now I remember. So I go to my grandparents' house for a little bit, then I come home, and it was just like Friday where I didn't really eat that much. And I was within my calorie goal, but I didn't eat that much. So I come home, I'm editing videos again, watching The Voice or whatever. And then so I'm like, man, I really want some onion rings again. So I'm like, dang, I'm not gonna get onion rings. So I go to Safeway because when I went to Safeway the day before, oh, I did have that. Okay, so I lie. So Friday, in addition to eating that Burger King, I had cupcakes. Okay, now I remember. It's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. So I had that when I went there. I was like, oh dang, they have these giant like cinnamon buns. I'm like, oh crap, I want one. So I didn't get it. I got the cupcakes or whatever. And then so that's it for Friday. So when Saturday I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Safeway and get those cinnamon buns. I really, really want one. And so my mom texted me, she's like, I'm gonna go to Sam's Club, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh crap, Sam's Club has pizza. So I'm like, okay, mom, can you bring me back a slice of pizza? And then she was like, and then she calls me, and I'm like sitting in the parking lot at Safeway like a crackhead or something, like just feeding for like sugar. She goes, should I got stuff to do before I go to Sam's Club, blah blah. Do you want me to get the whole pizza? I'm like, no, don't get the whole pizza, please don't, please don't. Cause you know they're like the big giant pizzas and like the slices are like that big, bigger than your face. And so I go to Safeway. I'm like, cause I hadn't eaten anything that day. I was like, I really need to eat something. So I go to Safeway. I go to the deli because it's about to close, and I get like just some potato wedges and a spring roll. And then I go back and I get the cinnamon buns. So then I eat when I'm when I'm driving home. I'm like eating like the stuff I got from the deli, cause you know like I don't know how she's gonna be home. She'll take like forever, and then I'll be hungry. And so I eat that, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have this is like real confession moment right now, cause this is real serious stuff. I'm like eating it as fast as I can because okay. So sorry, my camera died. So like I'm eating these potatoes like as fast as I can. Like, forget these. I don't care about these. I just want to eat the cinnamon bun. So, I eat it. And then, so I'm like, okay, whatever. And so I'm like, you know, la la la, do what I want to do. And I want to bring the pizza home. Now, mind you, I'm not really hungry by this point because I'm like, I'm gonna scarf down these potatoes and the spring roll. But I'm like, I'm about to I just wait a minute. I wait like about 25 minutes before I eat it. I'm eating it. And I'm like, okay, blah, blah, blah. And then so Sunday was a good day. I didn't really eat that much. I had 2 juices and some other food. Ate really good, and then I go to kickboxing. And so, I'm like, okay, la la la. So when I'm done with kickboxing, I look at my phone. My mom texts me. She goes, oh, can you go, on your way home from kickboxing, can you go get me a Sunday paper and then something sweet? I'm like, oh, crap. And so I go back to Safeway. I get the cupcakes again. So, not only did I get the cupcakes, I got a donut. And then, so, this is really like just so stupid. It was so stupid. So, I get the donut. I eat the donut on the way home. I didn't want her to not have the donut. So I also had cupcakes. And then I'm like, okay. And then so I eat that, whatever. And so yesterday was Monday, today's Tuesday. It's yesterday, the 27th of February. So I do good. I'm eating. I have all my food ready. You know, I go to work. I worked 8.5 hour shift yesterday, so I had to plan out all my food for the day. Cause I worked from noon to 8:30 at night. And then so everything's basically going good. And all of a sudden I'm like, I really have a craving for some chips and chocolate. Like, so I'm like, this is like in the middle of my shift. So I'm like contemplating, should I do it? Should I not do it? And so I'm like, I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it. And so when I get off work, I'm like, so I actually planned. So I'm like, forget this. I'm not eating my dinner. I'm just going to go to the store and get me some chips and some cupcakes. And so when I left work, I went to Safeway again, and I got some chips and some cupcakes. But again, I did not just didn't stick to my plan. I got a donut, I got some cupcakes, and I got some chips. And I ate the donut, on my way home, and then I got home. I'm like, well, I'm actually like really, actually really hungry. And I'm like, this chips and cupcake is not gonna do it. So I eat like half my dinner, and I wait, and then I eat my chips, my cupcakes. Okay, so that was my sugar craze weekend, and so the repercussions of that is that on Monday morning when I got on the scale, I had gained back 6 pounds. But I'm like, that's not really how you gain weight. Like, you can't gain like actual 6 pounds of like body fat in like 3-4 days. That's not really how it works. So I'm like, I'm thinking and I'm thinking and I'm thinking, like, how in the world, like, so I thought about, I'm like, wow, my, I've never been like regular in the sense that, I'm gonna be real, it's called chronic constipation. And people think constipation means you just can't boo boo, but it's like, it's other things. Google it. But ever since I was like a little kid, like, I just don't, I'm not, it's never been regular. And I'm thinking, I'm like, did I even like use the bathroom this whole week? And I'm like, I can't even really remember me using the bathroom this whole week. And I'm like, I just really was like, I can't, even to now, I think it happened once or twice. Like, I can't remember like actually seriously using the bathroom like that this whole week. Even till like sitting here right now, I don't think it didn't happen today. I can tell you that. Not that you wanted to know that, but like, I've never been regular. So I'm thinking I'm just adding to like the pile and not emptying out the pile. And also my water intake has been so low. Like, I usually drink between 8 and 12 glasses of water a day. I can tell you right now, I haven't drank any water today, period. And so that could be it. And it's just been crazy. But that, my confession's over. But also, so I'm proud to sit here and say this, what I'm giving up for Lent. What I'm giving up for Lent is my scale. And you're like, aren't you supposed to be on a weight loss journey? Why would you give up your scale for Lent? It's like 40 days. Well, actually, I'm like 7 days behind, so it's going to be like 33. But I'm giving it up because I'm literally addicted to weighing myself. I can weigh myself like all day. I weigh myself every single day. Like, and the scale to me is either it makes you or breaks you. Like, when you see a good number, it's like, to me, I get all excited, and all of a sudden I just get excited and I just forget why I'm excited. And that's why, because it literally happened that day I lost a 10-pound video. That day after till now is when I've been doing all the bad eating, because I'm like, okay, I lost 10 pounds, what? But then also when I jump on the scale and it's like I gained it back, it's like, man, it makes me sadder. And I think that's yesterday when I hopped on the scale and see that it said that I gained 6 pounds. I'm like, oh crap. So I'm giving it up. But I'm not giving up measuring. So I'll give it up that for Lent, and I actually took it out of my bathroom and I put it in the trunk of my car, and threw it in the trunk of the car and closed the trunk. And so I'm thinking about going to give it to someone, because I can just get it out the trunk and like just bring it back in the house. But to me, I'm like, if it's not there and I don't see it, it's not there. It's like, if there's candy sitting on the table, it's candy. I'm probably going to eat it because I see it. But if there's nothing there, I'm like, I don't care about candy. So it's going to be hard. I'm going to give up my scale for Lent. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break that for when I start my juice fast for real, and have that, and then when Lent's over, weigh that and see how much I lost during my juice fast or whatever. But that's what I'm giving up for Lent. So I will be measuring. And yeah, that's about it. Bye.